Hello and welcome to another video podcast. Today we're going to talk about how appropriate it is to drop a year and give the NEET examination again. We've been flooded with emails and inquiries and queries by concerned parents and students, and we appreciate the concern that you're going through. And in this video podcast, we're going to speak exactly how beneficial it is to give the NEET examination again. If you really believe in that dream, if you really believe in that goal, and no matter what that career plan is for you, and if you want to become that doctor, I'm saying it's worth it the wait. Don't bother about the time. You're not wasting it. You're investing it into your dream goal and dream career. Parents write to me and they ask me, is it okay to waste a year? I'm asking, how are you wasting a year? You are putting in the resources one more time to get what you really want. You're not wasting that year. You're investing that year in doing things much better, in a much radical manner. Now in this video, I'm going to say again the same thing, how beneficial it is and how we will want you to do certain things in a certain way to get that certain definite outcome. It is worth it, I'm telling you. And this time when you're giving the NEET for the second time, you're more experienced, aren't you? You have more time on your side. Don't you have that? Yeah, you don't have to go through the journals of the college and the theory examination and the theoretical answers and all that. You've got solid time. You can cut the crap and you can really use this time for an appropriate purpose. The purpose is to build your own career in the doctorate field. Going for it for the second time is really cool according to me. If deep inside your heart you're sure what you want and deep inside your heart you stand for what you really believe, I'm telling you, go for it the second time and go for it real big. So what should you do when you're going for it? Should you take additional coaching? Should you go for additional tuitions, or should you just sit and prepare for yourself? I'm saying do not go for coaching. It's of no use doing it the second time because you already have the information. You already know the paper pattern. What you need now the practice to crack the examination. You don't need anybody to sit with you and teach it to you all over again. Between coaching and facilitation, what you need is facilitation. I'm telling you, go for facilitation. So what is facilitation? Let us say you identify the chapter in physics. Let's say you look at a physics book. In physics book you have these many chapters. In these many chapters, each chapter will have these many topics. Now when you look at a topic, you know this I know and this I don't know. What you don't know is all what you need coaching for. So you will decide for what you want coaching. Now that is facilitation. Find out a teacher who will teach you only that which you want. Find out a senior. Find out somebody in the past who can help you only with that which you don't want. If you're going for a coaching of the whole NEET, then it's a waste of time because there's a lot of things which you already know. Why duplicate it? Why repeat it? Because time is a resource. Choose facilitation over coaching. So let me just repeat what I just said. Take a subject, write down all the chapters, take each chapter, break it down into the finest, smallest topics and subtopics. Identify what you know. Great. Revise that once and set it forever. What you don't know is what you need help for. And what you thoda know, sit and revise. Tighten yourself. Pull up your socks. That was one. So what is the second most important thing that you have to do? Identify the book from which you will do the MCQs. Which book will you take? Pick up any book which is accepted all over the nation. I would recommend to use the USS book. Pretty good book. It's got a wide range of questions and MCQs and synopsis and everything. I recommend that. You don't like it, no problem. Take a book which you feel is appropriate and do it, really do it. The third important thing, sit for 8 hours a day. Whether it is facilitation, whether it is revision, whether it is paper solving, include your entire academic period and program in these 8 hours. Now, are you a morning riser? Great. Sit in the morning, get up at 5 and stay back till whatever time you want. If you're a late sitter, then get up at 9ish and stay back till whatever time you want to stay back. It doesn't matter whether you're a morning riser or a late sitter. But put in the 8 hours every day. 8 hours for 6 days a week. Then you'll have to solve the papers. So how do you solve the papers? Get a collection of all possible past papers that you have. It could be NEET, it could be AIPMT, it could be some university past papers, it could be Karnataka State CET paper, it could be Maharashtra. Pick up a collection of the last 10 years of every possible entrance examination for medicine. Sit with that and you must be solving it. I'm going to share with you a detailed plan of how you should be solving it. Along with all of this, it's important that you follow this link that I'm giving you in the description. In this description, I'm giving you a free link, a link which will take you to a free resource. Every month, check that link. I'm going to add something in that link every month for you to follow on and upgrade your learning process month on month on month. It's going to be absolutely free, no cost in whatsoever. Now, once you solve these papers that you've accumulated, what should you do? You have 3 outcomes from every paper that you've solved. 1, your answer is right. 2nd, your answer is wrong. 3rd, you knew that the answer is wrong, or you had a gut feeling about something, right? So the first and the second is of importance. The first, if it is right, great, keep it aside. If it is wrong, then work with it, revise it, study it, go to the mentor, find out how to solve it. So when you look at the link that I'm sharing with you, you will get the syllabus, you will get past papers, you will get mock series, you'll have a cool tool in that where you can calculate your marks based on how much it is right, how much is wrong, and how much you've left unattempted, etc. So go through these resources. It's going to be a free link. I'm sure you like it. So you are right now in September, and your examination for the NEET is in May. So you have all this time. You have 3 and 3 and 3. This is your time. Now, I suggest you should be sitting in for 8 hours on a daily basis. When you sit for 8 hours on a daily basis, you can be sure of getting 1,920 hours. And I have a detailed study plan for you if you can use this 920 hours the way I suggest you should use. You have 4 weeks every month, 30 days every month. You have 240 hours every month. So in 8 months, that's what you are having. Now, here's what I'm suggesting you should be using. You should be using 900 hours to solve one book of MCQ, whichever you choose, and you should use the same number of time to solve all the past papers. Remember, the past papers I've mentioned that you should have the last 10 years of papers of AI, PMT, etc. Plus, you should have the last 10 years of other paper, let's say of associated CETs, of Maharashtra State Board, etc. And then you should have 10 papers of mock, 10 mock papers, and you should have 10 online papers. This is how you have 40 papers. We want you to revise and study and go through these 40 papers regularly, right? And solve the entire of one particular book of your choice. Use 900 hours for this. When you learn this, you will realize that there are some topics that you do not know. Use 400 hours to learn that topic with a teacher. Learn that, revise it, get your doubts solved, do what it takes, and use this 400 hours. Now, you should solve additional 40 papers, not these 40 papers. These 40 papers are for self-study. Iske alawa, you should be solving 40 papers. To solve 40 papers, you will take another 120 hours. Good enough. After you solve this 40 papers, I want you to use 100 hours to revisit these papers that you've written, to go through it, to understand which question tricked you, to understand which question was a funny question, which challenged you in some way. Make a list of that. Once you revisit the paper, you will have pretty much doubts. Use 300 hours to go to the teacher and learn the mistakes, revise for yourself, and do it. Now, through all this time, you may need regular counseling, you may need regular motivation, you may need more video lectures, you may need more online courses to go through it. Use 100 hours to go through this counseling activity. Just this is 1,020 hours, plus this sums up to this. This is how you are going to use the next 9 months to wacko this particular examination in the month of May, the NEET 2016. Now here's what I've got to say, children, if you're listening to me carefully. If you feel you will need more hours than this, if you need more hours than this, then what should you do? Add 1 hour every day for the next 6 days. So what happens? You get 6 hours a week, and you get 24 hours a month, and you get close to 230 odd hours in the next good time of 9 months. So this is again a good time, right? Isn't this a good extra time? So if you feel that this time is less, then put in that extra 1 hour and do it. These are some extremely easy things that you should be following if you want to attempt the NEET the second time and win it. Now you'll tell me these are so easy, and if it is so easy, why aren't everybody doing and winning it? I'm saying because it is so easy to do, it is also easy not to do. People think it is so easy that they want to do it for tomorrow. But remember, that's the beginning of procrastination, and it never gets through. You don't achieve the big things overnight. You achieve the big things by doing the little things on a daily basis. That's discipline, and that's the attitude to discipline, and that's the basis, and that's the only reason why some people succeed, and that's the major reason why majority of the people fail, because they fail to do the little small easy things on a daily basis. I hope you take this very seriously. I hope you click on the link and go through the page where you have additional resources. I really hope that you make this count for you. Use this year to make it big for you. Come back as a doctor, write back to me and let me know. Subscribe to this channel and keep up to the link, because I'm going to send you one additional resource every month.